McDowell gets a good jump. See him slipping and sliding around back there.
Yeah, you see Austin Cindric have a little bit of trouble in the middle of the corner, got up the racetrack. Christopher Bell got by, and Ryan Blaney's underneath him there going into turn 3 as well.
Had a lot of 3 wide. Cindric still in the south end, but not so much up here in turns 3 and 4.
And you see that soft wall right there and how it kind of sticks out. It narrows that exit up off of turn 4. If you want to finish that corner, you got to almost turn back for that wall.
Hold on to it, Brad. Big slide for Keselowski. Did he get help?
It looked like it.
Uses a lot of spots and holds up Joey Logano there, who had a good run. And that's Logano's camera lens with a lot of dirt on it from Keselowski's big slide.
Yeah, that was definitely been in the grass. 3 wide. Truex on the outside. Bold move. Early in the race.
Well, we were talking earlier, Clem, I think this is definitely one of those days that we're going to see at least the groove in 1 and 2 spread out pretty.
Turn 2, and the exit, 2 cars of them have gotten together and spun, crosses out. John Hunter, Nemechek. Take a look at this from John Hunter, Nemechek's on board. Take a look for John on board.
Just wait, talk.
Welcome back to Madison, Illinois. That was the pre-race pyrotechnics on the backstretch. That is a tradition here. Unfortunately, there's a bit of debris that comes down. What goes up must come down. And
come down.
On the lens here of some of these cars as they go by. And some of that stuff falls to the track.
I don't think it was quite down there on that one. Just now, there you go. Maybe I should have blown the track off a little bit, but.
Now here's what happened to Brad Kay. I'm sorry, we'll have that for you. What showed him get way up and out of the groove, but did not cause a caution. What did was lap 3, John Hunter Nemechek going around.
Yeah, here it is. You see on the right part of your screen, Bubba Wallace just gets loose, has to chase it up, gets in the side of him. Great save by both drivers. He's going to lose him some spots, but not near as many as it would if they were around backwards.
Liquefied another day.
That's exactly right. Good save, Brad Keselowski.
Keselowski started 7th. He is now the 11th. And we were invited to sit in on the pole sitters pre-race team meeting today.
First thing I want to start off with, it's not just a normal pole. It's the first non-speedway pole for Michael, for the company. That's really good. So round of applause for everybody right there. That's good. Another great thing about getting the pole. We got, I think it's almost a second of advantage on pit road time today. So that's going to be huge. Historically, the guys that run top 10 run top 10 all day here. I can't imagine how fun next week will be if we already got a win in the bag, too. All right, guys, let's do it. Go. Finish up.
McDowell has led all 6 laps, 300 green, 300 caution now, as they line up with the restart with Christopher Bell, who started the race 4th, alongside then Blaney and Cindric, Reddick and Hamlin. 4 drivers elected to pit: Daniel Hemrick, Cody Ware, Todd Gilliland, and John Hunter Nemechek.
Just how important is that #1 stop, Kevin? Did that man say a second faster?
He said 1 second, and that is a massive difference because it also takes a lot of pressure off the pit crew. They know that they have that little bit of cushion to be able to take their time.
Into the restart zone, the engines come to full song, and the green flag waves again. Christopher Bell got a much better jump alongside McDowell.
It's just
take the lead here.
It's so hard to complete that pass when you can't go all the way up the racetrack and finish your momentum down the back straightaway. And you see the outside prevail right there with Michael McDowell.
Side by side for 3rd with Blaney on the outside of Cindric now. Tyler Reddick looking on, and Ty Gibbs coming on the outside behind him with Hamlin.
into turn one right there, you're going to downshift twice, so there's a lot of torque and drive up off the corner with the engine that you have to be really careful. Like we saw John underneath shake, it's real easy to spin out if you can't finish the corner and you're underneath somebody.
Saturday at 6 a.m. on Fox.
Kyle Busch started 10th, running 11th. Here's the radio from Team 8.
A lot of these guys are just sideways loose, no grip, they can't get it to stick, 23 especially, the two also up there. I was okay, just tight, just waiting on the front to bite to go, and then when it does bite, don't get in a hurry with it because they might lose it again.
Well, that's exactly what we were just talking about. It's such a fine line of being able to put the throttle down, but when you get to the center of the corner, you roll a little partial throttle to it, and you want to put it all the way down, you know, late center part of the corner, because the straightaways are so long here, Clint.
Yeah, they are. That momentum carried. It goes all the way through the corner, though. If you're not carrying momentum off the corner, you get bogged down on the bottom like you see Logano. You just talked about it at the front of the pack with McDowell and Bell. They hold you down and take that exit away from you. There's your speed. That's your momentum all the way down that long straightaway. Got to reset, get another run at him, and make another attempt.
And what a different racetrack this is from the one they practiced on yesterday. Had to be wholesale changes between the track conditions they found when it was almost raining and cool yesterday morning and now.
Well, that's what they get paid big bucks for, Mike. You know, they had to make a lot of guesses overnight as to what the pace was going to be and how much slower that pace was going to be to get your cars low enough to the ground. But here, if your car is too low to the ground, it's almost uncomfortable to drive on the straightaway with as hard as it sits on the limiters in order to be where it needs to be through the corner.
See, that's the hardest thing. As I listen to you talk about that, you have to go into more in depth. Like the grip that comes in these new race cars comes from the ride heights. And when that track temperature changes, the speed changes in it. And if that thing isn't adjusted correctly, your day might as well be junk. It is all in the ride heights, and that is a little bit of still with all the science in these cars, it's still a guessing game as to figuring out what the pace is going to be.
Yeah, you want the back of that car as low as you can get it with that diffuser on the back. The lower you keep it to the ground, the more downforce that it makes. So you're talking sometimes 100, 150 pounds of downforce if you get your heights off too much, maybe by 1/8 of an inch.
Let's check with Jamie.
We heard the radio of Kyle Busch. Remember, he has been so good here. Finished first and second in their 2